President Trump says he'll make a decision on whether or not the U.S. will join the fight alongside Israel targeting Iranian nuclear sites. Joining me now from Israel, former Prime Minister of Israel, Naftali Bennett. Mr. Bennett, welcome.
Thank you.
What is your assessment of how the Israeli military has performed in this conflict with the Iranian regime?
It's going incredibly well. We have been constantly peeling off more and more military, nuclear, and terror assets of Iran on Iranian soil. We've totally taken out the air defenses of Iran, so Iran right now is vulnerable, and we're roaming the skies. We're focused only on military and regime-related assets, of course not on the civilians in any way possible. It's going very well.
President Trump sounds like he wants to give diplomacy one last chance. Let's play him, and I'll get you to respond, sir.
We're ready, willing, and able, and we've been speaking to Iran, and we'll see what happens.
What was the thought process behind 2 week timetable?
Just time to see whether or not people come to their senses.
Do you have any sense the Iranian regime wants a diplomatic solution?
It doesn't seem so, but I think President Trump's approach is absolutely correct from his perspective. He's exhausting the negotiation approach, and Iran would have to give up its nuclear ambitions, its ballistic missiles ambitions, and stop fomenting terror in the area, and just go and become a regular country that doesn't look to terrorize the world. That, in essence, would be a fundamental change of the Islamic Republic of Iran, whose very modus operandi, or I would say raison d'etre, is to turn the world into a big Islamic republic. So it's very tough for them to give up on that.
We know the U.S. B-2 stealth bombers are on the move from Missouri to Guam. We also know President Trump is coming back to the White House for a meeting with his national security team later today. Your reaction to the latest developments on that front?
Well, I think Iran has been a very fierce terror enemy to the United States. It kidnapped and hijacked the embassy in '79. It killed many Marines in 1982. It killed Americans across the world throughout the decades. And, of course, it killed hundreds of American soldiers in Iraq using Iranian technology, those roadside bombs, and it tried to kill Trump. So this is a huge enemy. Right now, as you know, Israel is not calling on America to do anything. We're not telling America to act other than its own national security interest. And I can tell you one more thing. This is a battle of wills between the Iranian regime and the Israeli people. Our strength is ongoing. We've been in this country for about 3,700 years. So we're patient. If it takes another day, another week, another several weeks, we've got all the patience in the world.
If the president decides to stay out for now, is there an option to take out the Fordo facility using Israeli commandos?
I don't want to get into operational plans. I will say that as the war progresses, new opportunities present themselves, and certainly I'm not going to give any detail on that.
Fair enough. Okay, your Prime Minister Netanyahu has said the fall of the Iranian regime is not the goal, but could be a result. Can there be peace with Ayatollah Khamenei still in charge?
I don't think there can be peace with a guy whose very fundamental goal is to kill you and me, your nation, the big Satan, America, and my nation, the small Satan, in his words, Israel. So there's not going to be peace with him. But as you correctly stated, this is not one of our goals, a regime change. If it would happen, we'd all be thrilled. It would be a wonderful thing, but it's not an explicit goal of this operation.
Israel's Iron Dome defense system has been tested in this conflict. Do you worry about running low on interceptors?
We have many layers of defense. We have the Iron Dome, we have David Sling, we have the Arrow, we have laser technology, and we have good behavior of the citizens who stay in shelters during attacks. And therefore, compared to the barrage of missiles that have been hurled towards us, the relative amount of deaths is low relatively. It's high, absolutely. We're talking about roughly 30 Israelis that have been killed, and every life is a whole life. But we're performing well here. And as I said, we have more resolve than the regime of the Islamic Republic, being a nation that's been here for 3,800 years.
Former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. Sir, thank you very much for your time. I can imagine you're extremely busy. My best to you and your people.